God, this is gonna be one for the books. I can already feel it. Hey, by the way, somebody asked me, speaking of this, somebody asked me if it was hard as we get older to stay relevant in an increasingly technological world. And I say relevant. I'm happy to stay lucid and vertical.
There you go.
And regular.
And regular. Oh my God, regular.
Since 2020, we've done plenty of virtual comedy shows online. And though the virus is slowing, we'll keep going because we've still got lots of hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin. Welcome to Virtual Comedy Show. It's a Zoom meeting with jokes. So please turn on your camera, turn on your mic, unless you have barking dogs or a rabid moose in your living room, in which case, please mute yourself for Pete's sake, and let's have some fun. It's the Virtual Comedy Show, starring Steve Goodie and Brad Tassell. Tonight, Steve and Brad welcome comedian
Jeff Bodart.
Plus funny songs from
John Trenton.
And a patty melt from Patti Vasquez. And much more. Now, please welcome Brad Tassell.
Yay! Oh, yay. Hi, everybody. Gosh, what's behind me? The greatest mural I've ever seen. And hopefully, Steve, you're tired. Patty's exhausted. So hopefully she's going to come in and give us a recap, a little less melt and more recap from the show. And the only one that's gotten some sleep is Jeff, right? Jeff, you gotten he's
I had about a 15-minute nap, so I'm okay.
That's fantastic. And we know you're on a ship, so that means you're sleeping until noon every day, and you work like me for about 25 minutes. So that's fantastic.
Yeah. And I gotta be honest, I'm only doing 2 shows this cruise.
Oh my God. Well, a celebrity. I did 5 shows in 2 weeks. That's all they wanted me to do. 5 shows. And they were in 3 days. 3 days.
I'm doing 4 in 2 weeks.
4. And I'm like, okay. And then if they love you, you just hang out and it's fantastic. Yeah. So
That's why I'm drawing a picture of Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Oh, you're by the way, I want to say this. Jeff is an amazing artist. Chuck, we have one. Chuck is an amazing artist. It's different venues, different styles, but Jeff, you really are. I didn't know you did that. So okay, shut up. I want to do this. Comment out. Okay. Welcome everyone to the Virtual Comedy Show, where we pay the bills with something else. We have our star Steve Goodie, who is live at 3 a.m. from his home in Edinburgh, Scotland. His home, where he is looking a little peaked. I think it's wearing you down. Will you do another show from there? Or are you done? Or are you leave?
I've got 4 more shows and 4,000 flyers to get rid of.
No, I mean, I'm saying that, will you do one more of these from there? You still have that? Okay, so next week, boy, you're going to be just dragging. I can't put it. Okay, so, and of course, from the Democratic National Convention, I think with her house, Patti Vasquez, who I hear will give a speech right after Barack Obama now.
That's right.
Oh.
We can't wait for that, Patty. You may not have known. We also have a hilarious and going to be famous soon comedian pal, Jeff Bodart, which we just talked to. And like many of our friends, he's floating on a boat somewhere. And our close friend and musical genius, John Trentis, is here. Yay.
Right. Yay.
I'm super scared right now. It's going to be a little off right now. I'm super scared right now because yesterday I had, and Jeff, you'll understand this, I had a 7:55 p.m. flight on Southwest Airlines scheduled from Jacksonville to Nashville. Carnival dropped me off at the airport at 7:58 a.m. Okay. I went to the Southwest desk, and the lady working there was staring at her phone for almost 5 minutes before she noticed me. I didn't tell her. She was just doing this, and I stood there, and then she looked up and she was startled. I asked if I could get on any earlier flight than 7:55 p.m. She said there was an 8:35 a.m. flight I could get on, but I had to get through security and get to the gate before 8:20. It was already 8:09. I ran to security and forgot that in my bag, I was going to check my bag because I had 4 cans of Diet Mountain Dew in my bag.
Oh.
Guess how TSA feels about that.
Not good.
Not good. So I get
Great.
pulled aside with my 4 cans of Diet Mountain Dew. It's already 8:12 when I get it. And this girl, the TSA, she rolled her eyes and looked at me like I was an idiot for an extra 6 minutes just because of this Mountain Dew. But then she let me go, and I was through security still in less than 7 minutes. I got to the plane, and I was C-35. I was the last person to get on the plane, and only middle seats left. And a few things feel as pathetic as when you're flying Southwest and you're walking up that aisle and no one will look at you. They're all looking. They've got everything they've ever bought loaded in the middle seat. Like, don't. They're trying to look really fat. They're looking down. They're trying to. They're having gas come out at you just so you will not take it. They want to look huge so you won't choose that seat.
Right.
I finally find a seat between really small ladies, a grandmother and her granddaughter. I fall asleep on the plane. I wake up in Nashville at 9:35 a.m. The parking spot is waiting for me, takes me in my car. I left the ship at 7:40 a.m. I was home by 10:45 a.m.
Oh my God.
Wow.
We could have done this show. Yeah, Jeff, you've never seen that. So you know what scares me to death? That worked out so well. I'm going to be murdered in the next day and a half. That's all. That's the only thing that can happen.
Oh dear.
Because
Oh, boy.
Oh no,
That
he
luck-
just made it home.
that luck was so good. My life's going to fall apart after this. So, okay. That was a long way to go for nothing. Okay. Let's try some jokes and let's go on. Here we go. Hey, well, I got Patty. I've got it up. Look at that. That is just,
Got it, huh?
that gives me so much hope. Okay. So now it's time. Biden, let's talk about the DNC just a little bit. Biden looked as vibrant and energetic, right? As he was.
Yes.
Man, it was amazing. He
Yeah.
looked so vibrant and energetic. It was almost like he was back at the convention in 1836.
Oh.
I think he spoke. Hillary Clinton spoke about breaking the glass ceiling because she's too tired to eat babies at pizza shops anymore. She's just getting too old. Somebody's doing drywall in their house right now. There was ex-Bulls there and maybe James Taylor. Congress people. Jill Biden spoke, praising her husband for speaking loud enough that she didn't have to tell everybody what he said. So that was fantastic. And you know what? I want to thank then Kamala Harris made a huge faux pas. She made a huge faux pas last night. I don't know if y'all saw it. She showed us her tan suit before the wedding. She can't wear a tan suit. And somewhere Britt Hume spit out a Bud Light when that was it. Now, I'm not going to do any more about the convention because we are spending $5 to have our own correspondent who is not feeling well, but she's come to talk about it. Patty's going to come up in a minute and not worry about melting. She's going to tell us because she is. I'm so proud of her and excited that she is at the convention covering the convention. And one thing you can guarantee from this convention that's different from the GOP, one thing, you don't have to lead any of the speakers on stage with cocaine or drugs. That's because that's the only way to get Don Jr. on the stage. So, all right, that's enough of that. Here we go. The European Space Agency will slingshot a spacecraft called the Juice around the Earth today on the way to Jupiter.
Okay.
Yep. You mean across, said flat earthers. The craft will fly by the moon on the way, by the way. The ship will reach Jupiter July 2031, which is the same month Boeing plans on helping their astronauts get back.
Oh.
2031. Hey, my teeth, I don't have anything in them anymore. That's kind of nice. All right.
Ooh.
Hey, Trump is so out of touch with reality. He used an AI created poster on his Truth Social page of Taylor Swift that said the singer supported Dementia Don. Can you believe that? I mean, oh my God. I feel offended and betrayed, said Kid Rock. His boyfriend. Oh my gosh. George Santos pleaded guilty to identity theft and wire fraud. and will serve a minimum of 2 years in prison. Yeah. Where his drag persona will finally pay off. I'm making that face. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is a little sad. I think long before Chuck was born, but talk show host Phil Donahue passed away at the age of 88.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Donahue basically created the talk show format used to this day by everyone from like Jerry Springer, Dr. Phil, you remember Maury Povich, etc., for which he will have to spend 20 years in hell.
It
For
goes
creating
quick.
that format. Okay. They can't all be gems. Here we go. Also, recently deceased talk show host Phil Donahue was married for 44 years to actress
Marlo.
Marlo Thomas.
Marlo Thomas.
That's right. His tombstone will say on one side, living, husband and father, a loving husband and father, and the other side, that girl. Let's stop and ask Chuck if she knows what that means. Nope. Okay.
It's okay.
Television
It's
shows
all right.
from the 60s, everybody. Hey, Cormorant, Minnesota elected a new mayor, a Great Pyrenees named Khaleesi Sherbrooke.
Nice.
Isn't that great? Yep. The dog received 103,000 votes
Wow.
and didn't even need to fake an endorsement from Lassie on Pup Social.
Here she's very popular on onlypoodles.com.
Only poodles, yes. No, she's a Great Pyrenees. Only.
Just trust me.
Workshop that during the show. We'll see how.
Trust me, it was perfect.
Yes, it was perfect. It's 3 a.m. A lobster trapper in New Hampshire caught a super rare 1 in 100 million cotton candy lobster, everybody.
Ooh.
When they asked what they would call that kind of luck, they said delicious.
Ooh.
Cotton candy lobster. Huh.
You never heard of a cotton candy lobster?
I never seen one.
Yeah,
Cotton candy lobster. Do you know why lobsters are red?
because they get boiled. They're not
No,
really-
they're red before you put them in the. They're red coming out of the ocean, dude.
Oh.
Yes, they're. Anybody know? It's just like a thing. They eat shrimp, so they turn red. So some lobsters don't eat shrimp. They're different colors, and if they eat a different kind of food, they become cotton candy color. Okay, there you go.
Oh, it's
Hey,
great.
nobody said this show was funny, but they did say it was informational. Okay, here we go.
I ate shrimp for dinner tonight. That's scary.
Yeah, and you're looking a little pink too. Look at you. Yeah, hey, Eric's looking a little pink. Hey, in California, 19-year-old Brock Johnson broke the world's bike surfing record by traveling standing on his seat and handlebars for 656 feet. Yes. When asked for their response for this amazing feat of balance, his parents said, "He's never moving out, is he?"
Oh.
All right. One more.
Yay.
And then we're ready. Steve, are you ready? Great. An ultra rare Star Wars Boba Fett action figure sold at auction for $1.34 million. It's the
Right.
highest price ever paid for a non-prop film related item. The auction house didn't identify the buyer, but it did tell them, you can pay for sex.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right, Steve Goodie, everybody. I'm saying if you've got 1.34 million to spend on a toy, you can just buy
I
some.
see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, everybody. It's Brad Tassell.
I think we're all tired. Hey,
We're on the
you know the assignment, everybody. You know the
We're on the virtual comedy show where we say, if you want virtual comedy, you come here.
That's our motto right there.
Certainly should be. All right.
All right.
Hey, everybody. I'm in my new house, my new flat, and I just want to show you my refrigerator. Look.
Is that like an old timey curtain?
Yeah. And next to it,
Microwave.
Microwave.
And what I like about them both is that they're clean. The best way to get clean appliances is to move.
That's right. To buy new
I
ones.
always said that, and I stand by that. And so that leads us right into our top 10 category, which if I could find it, they would be really, really good. Oh, there it is. Okay. Here we go. And as we pre-recorded all this, like we have been for the past few, because I'm here in Scotland and I didn't have the technology to do this here. So pre-record all these, and tonight's tap, well, let's just do it. Let's see what happens.
Hey everybody, it's top 10 time again. I'm not here. This is pre-recorded from back in July because in Scotland I don't have all this stuff. So before we do this, I've been asked by the FCC and other animal rights activists to run the following disclaimer before some of my list. Here it comes.
Hey, this is gonna get pretty gross.
Tonight's top 10 category is top 10 things that discolored, mushy, smelly thing in my crisper drawer might be.
Oh,
Haven't cleaned your refrigerator in a while. This one's for you. Number 10. Panda Express leftovers that I am totally going to eat at some point. Number 9. The stuff that oozed out of a whole bunch of batteries from the 1980s. Number 8. My youthful enthusiasm. These are top 10 things that discolored, mushy, smelly thing in my crisper drawer might be. Number 7. All the gluten I strained out of a spinach lasagna by running it through a pencil sharpener in early 2014. Number 6. A tomato, or a tomato, or a potato, or a potato, or a spleen. Number 5. The combined mentality of the Tennessee legislature supermajority. Not kidding. Number 4. The slime from under the fridge that somehow climbed inside. Number 3. Rudy Giuliani's and Alex Jones's souls. Number 2. This depends. And the number 1 thing that discolored, mushy, smelly thing in my crisper drawer might be Steve Bannon.
Hey, that guy's got a bunch of energy. That guy.
Yeah.
It's all the outfit.
That's
If I
the
was wearing
before and
outfit, I'd have the energy.
yeah, that's the before and you're the after. But you got the
I'm
new
not
refrigerator.
harping on that or anything.
I'm not. You know what? Patty's here somewhere. Patty, turn on your
Yay.
stuff, and Patty also might.
You
have a little
turn
less
you turn
energy.
on your stuff. Hold on.
Oh, I'm turning on my stuff, buddy. I tell you.
I don't think I don't know if my phone's gonna last. My battery is dead. Hi everybody.
Well,
Hi.
thinking ahead.
Oh, we better do this right away if your battery's dying.
No.
Yeah, do it. Play
Yeah,
it and just go.
don't worry about the intro. No, don't worry about the intro because I'm not melting today. I'm just checking in
Okay.
and saying hi. I was hoping to broadcast from the convention center. We're doing my radio show from the United Center, and it's been a blast. It's just a lot and a lot going on. Anyway, what do you want to know?
We want to know all about it. Tell us
Everything.
Okay. Okay. No, so I am we're talking to a lot of electeds and grassroots organizers from around the country, but of course the highlight yesterday was President Biden's speech. I thought Hillary Clinton was amazing. I will tell you, like, people are really excited. It's just a really great energy there. It's a lot of fun. I will say it's a lot of fun. I'm just exhausted because Declan, full disclosure, Declan is starting a new bus route tomorrow, and I wanted to be home, get some rest so I can help Steve in the morning, because then I'm going to spend another 12, 14 hours at the United Center again tomorrow. But it is, I've got all my Kamala for president buttons and such. They did a really nice job tonight. I didn't watch all of the, if you guys were watching the convention, there's all the delegate voting and things like that. But I think it was really nice that they tied it. They're totally trolling Trump with, showing up in Milwaukee at the same arena, filling it for a rally today. I'm hoping that they stop at the Mars Cheese Castle tonight on the way back.
Oh my gosh. Have you met AOC? I want you to meet AOC.
I have not seen AOC. I saw Roland Martin. Who have I talked to? Chewy Garcia. I mean, he's from Chicago. I already knew him, but no, I mean, I haven't had the chance, because these folks, when they're in the convention center, I mean, they all, like, most of the well-known electeds like AOC and Jeff, they have an entourage. They have sort of a security detail. Security is intense. It takes us yesterday, it took some journalists about 2 hours to get in, depending on what time they got there. Yeah, it's been that part was a little bit chaotic. We have to get through Secret Service. You have to have credentials to get into certain areas. I got to go up in the press box and watch all of President Biden's speech, which was interesting because when you watch an event like this from the press box, it doesn't matter what your politics are. The what you're supposed to do is just observe and not react to things. So I worked and I've done it before, so I'm decent at it. But there were folks in there cheering, and I was like, these people are unprofessional. The comedians holding it together, you guys thought.
So,
but no, it's really cool, and there were a lot of great moments last night, but I haven't had the chance to. I'm trying to think of. There's so much. What's weirder? The people I run into more are social media stars, and that's been really weird to see people that when you're scrolling and all of a sudden they're like standing, right in front of you eating a hot dog. Like I've met like politics girl. Izzy Tent, Tizzy Ent, if anyone knows who he is, as a content creator.
There?
Yes, I talked to him.
God,
I know, right?
And politics girl is my favorite.
Yeah, she was really nice. I haven't been taking a lot of selfies because taking selfies with a social media content creator feels weird.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like it's almost meta. So like, they don't do selfies; they do the whole video thing. So if you guys don't know who Tizzy Ent is, he does a really great job of like catching stories, whether they're predators or people who are being verbally abusive or physically abusive, causing havoc. He doesn't do it in a way of like, go get him. He does it like in a way of involving the police and investigating and things like that. So yeah, I was totally fangirling over him. Oh, I met Jimmy Tingle, who was a political comedian.
Wow.
That was exciting. That was exciting.
Ganesh. You know that Ganesh guy?
Yes, I haven't met Ganesh.
Yeah. Okay. And you know what? If it weren't for Edinburgh, maybe Dylan Mulvaney could be there. But
there you go.
Dylan's in Edinburgh doing a show with Steve.
Olivia Rodriguez, the young organizer. I know. I do have a selfie with her, so I will post that eventually.
Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah, I ran right up to her, and I'm sure she hates getting. I mean, I shouldn't have hugged. Like I like instinctively hugged her and thanked her as a postmenopausal useless woman.
How about Charlie Kirk? Isn't it Charlie Kirk, the big?
Oh, I'm like, he emanates just. I saw him yesterday.
Yeah.
And that was the hard part about the RNC, but I don't have to feel that way here, where I can roll my eyes loudly and make gagging noises. I don't feel that bad about doing that here.
Have you seen the live picture now? I want to see the live mural.
I have not seen that mural. I'll have to go back and see what intersection that's at. I've been kind of like very focused on getting in and making sure I get. So today I co-hosted the Damage Report with John Iadarola on the Young Turks.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm on there. I was on there for an hour and a half. That was really sweet of him to invite me to co-host.
Are you doing about 4 hours on the air right now?
So that's why I'm tired today. So yesterday I was on the air from 5 to 7 and then 8 to 11:30.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, I wasn't like talking the whole time. Biden was obviously, but we were kind of just, talking a little bit during applause and things like that. But I was supposed to be there when it's so funny. I was supposed to be there for the end of like what the room was like, because I was broadcasting back to the folks in the media row who weren't in the arena itself. And I didn't realize I was disconnected from the station. So I was like, all right, guys, that was amazing. And like, because
you're still talking to nobody. Oh, that's fantastic.
That was nobody. I was looking at my phone. I'm like, what is happening? So.
Well, that's super duper. Well, rest up and keep telling us what's going on, because that's
okay. I will.
It's so.
Hang on, I want to tell you something.
Oh, wait, Steve.
Before you go, Patty. I spent a lot of like an inordinate amount of money on a company called Out of Hand Printing. Brad's familiar with these people. Not only do they print flyers and posters, but now they've got a stranglehold on distributing them to venues and coffee shops and such in Edinburgh that allow it, and you can't do it any other way. So it's horrible. And I was pretty sure that none of mine got posted anywhere because I never see them anywhere. But a family from Minnesota came to my show today because they saw my poster in a coffee house. And their 10-year-old twins are huge Weird Al fans. The parents really couldn't care less. But you know who the parents are fans of? Tim Walz.
Yes.
So a whole bunch of fun arguing about which thing's more awesome, Weird Al or Tim Walz. And it was
Tim Walz should hand those flyers out. Tim Walz should hand out flyers.
If only I'd known, that's so great.
If only I'd known how to play one Tim Walz song on the accordion, it would have been a perfect evening.
Boy, Out of Hand is taking control and you never see them. They're supposed to be in like all these places to get flyers. You never see them. That's
Well,
why.
apparently they posted one in one place, and that's what mattered tonight.
And oh man, and it's you spend $5,000 doing it too. That's the other
Yeah.
thing.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's
Good
terrible.
time. Oh, it's all good.
Yeah.
Look, I got a fridge.
Yeah, and it's
Hey,
cleaner than the one at his house.
congratulations.
Yes. All right, Patty, go to bed. We know you're
Thank you,
tired.
everybody. Love you. I'll see you next
Steve
week.
has to stay up,
Tune
but you
in
can
for
go to
coverage.
bed.
Bye.
Oh, I'm staying. Yes,
Thank you.
Yes, he's staying. Boop. That was sweet. That was so sweet.
indeed.
Hey, you know what that means? You know
Yes.
who we want to talk to now?
You got him, or should I get him?
I got him.
Okay. Look, everybody, it's just about to be John Trennis.
It's John Trennis, everybody.
He's doing double duty tonight, as he often does. He's going to do a couple songs for us now, and then later in the show, he's going to do a minute of stand-up. So, you know the drill, John. We're going to play an intro, then you do a song, and then I got to answer it somehow with no instrument. I might be playing the tomato. I have no idea what I'm going to play. So, here we go.
It's our musical guest, Gonna sing something funny and then Steve will play something in between. Our musical guest, It's time for our musical guest.
John Trennis.
Okay, hi everybody. I'm John Trennis. I'm going to do a theme tonight. The theme is going to be J.D. Vance. For starters, JD, how dare you drag cats into this mess?
I knew you were going here.
Just, they're not political. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dedicate this next song to all you childless cat ladies out there.
Yay.
Because cats aren't supposed to be political, even though they're so fickle and critical. When they're playing with twine, they seem so benign. But baby, you ain't never met mine. Both my cats are Democrats. They hiss and spit at MAGA hats. Woke and liberal, there's no doubt. Call them pussies and the claws come out. They don't like conspiracies, only bowls of little friskies. Both my cats are Democrats. Cats come in 100 different colors. Each one is just as awesome as the others. There are so many hues between my two, but the one they have in common is blue. Both my cats are Democrats. They hiss and spit at MAGA hats. Woke and liberal, there's no doubt. Call them pussies and the claws come out. They don't like conspiracies, only bowls of little friskies. Both my cats are Democrats. My kitties never shave their legs. That wouldn't look too good. They do lots and lots of catnip. They'd go vegan if they could. But they're carnivorous. And both my cats are Democrats. They hiss and spit at MAGA hats. Woke and liberal, there's no doubt. Call them pussies and the claws come out. They don't like conspiracies, only bowls of little friskies. Both my cats are Democrats. Both my cats are Democrats. Both my cats are Democrats.
Yay!
I was so hoping you'd do that one because I got this brand new song called All Three of My Hamsters Are Undecided, but I can't really do it.
They're not delegates.
I can't do it because it's meant to be played on the baritone sax and I don't have it here. So instead of that, I'm going to play you a video from 2017, a possibly recognizable tune that I wrote for then new president who should have gone away by now. Let's see if this actually works. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
He tried to start a Muslim ban despite our constitution, and he won't support the gays, though he is tight in bed with Putin, while his cabinet is full of thugs who hate the blacks and Jews, and every story that he doesn't like has got to be fake news. Kellyanne defends him and the others in his cabinet with facts that she makes up and then she casually calls alternate. Her boss is a Neanderthal, or is it Pithecanthropus? That's a primitive ape-like man, while Spicer's in the bushes and the Nazis march on campuses. He got all the major apples from the great big national apple list, marching and rejoicing Nazi skinheads, white supremacists. He don't care about minorities or kids or the environment. He is the very model of a mouthy, douchey president. He thought and thought and thought until he had a great idea. Fellas, what do you say we go and screw around with North Korea? Yes, let's rattle every saber and make jokes about their leader's height. I probably won't nuke them, but then I just might. He told us that he'd build a wall and Mexico would buy it. While Melania don't like the White House, she won't even try it. His work is never done until he's caused a racial riot. And he eats whatever's on his plate if they Kentucky fry it. He's not allowed to profit from his businesses with foreign guests. They have a great big word for that. Oh yeah, it's called emoluments. Golly, do you think that might be an impeachable offense? Mueller's gonna try it, but I think we'll just wind up with Pence. His ego is enormous, and that's the only thing that is. He has to use a tweezers when he takes a presidential whiz. Colluded with the Russians, but nobody made the charges stick. And if you don't make millions, you had better damn well not get sick. He has a baby's temper and an orange whiny scowl. He tweets his wisdom from the throne while moving orange bowels. Have we elected Gilligan, or is it Thurston Howell? He went to Puerto Rico and he threw some paper towels. He thinks that he can legislate with 140 characters while grabbing left and right, hers and hers and hers and hers. He don't care about minorities or kids or the environment. He is the very model of a national embarrassment. God, you're an asshole. Fuck you.
And there you go.
Yay.
It's just so timely. All right, let's have another song from John Prentice.
1967, John Lennon walked into
What is that?
Never mind, carry on.
1967.
So J.D. Vance wrote a book called Hillbilly Elegy, and my response to that is, J.D., have you ever met a hillbilly? Coming at you from Tennessee. So let me sort of fill you in on something about hillbilly culture, okay? It gets very hot in Appalachia, and they don't really have air conditioning much. So what they do is they take their pickup truck, okay, and they clear out all the dead animals and tools and stuff out of the bed until it's empty, and then they lay one of those purple tarps like you put on your roof after a storm over the truck bed, and then you put bricks in all four corners to kind of make it, you know, pooch down almost like a truck bed liner, and then you fill it with water. Then you get into your skivvies and you jump in. And that's what they call a hillbilly swimming pool. We got some great big girls in teeny bikinis, brother Billy Bob's grilling ballpark weenies. Everybody's laughing and a splashing and a drinking. Sidewalks hot enough to fry a whole chicken. Second cousin Judy's got a new tattoo. Her mama don't care cause she got one too. We're picking by the deep end, drinking some shine. Just add water, it's a damn good time. Gets hot inside. A double wide, baking like a pie. On the 4th of July, ain't no window fan gonna keep it cool. So everybody's chilling in the hillbilly swimming pool. It's easy to find from the cardboard sign, so load up the kiddies and all your ex-wives. Yankee or a rebel, no matter where you're from, jump on in, cause everybody's welcome. Gets hot inside, a double wide, baking like a pie. On the 4th of July, ain't no window fan gonna keep it cool. So everybody's chilling in the hillbilly swimming pool. We got grandma's tater salad, grandpa's wine. Come and join the party cause the water's fine. No such thing as having too much fun. It's just about time for a beer run. It's hot inside, a double wide, baking like a pie. On the 4th of July, ain't no window fan gonna keep it cool. So everybody's chilling in the hillbilly swimming pool.
Hey, that's great.
Very nice.
Fantastic.
How
You know what?
appropriate can
You
you
know what?
possibly be? That was really good.
You know what? I'm from way north in Indiana, but we did that too. We would take a truck, fill the bed, but then we would get sweet corn and then fill it with water because the corn had to be wet for some reason. And then we would swim in the corn. It was really weird.
That sounds very sanitary.
We didn't eat. Yeah, no, we almost died.
You know, if that was true, John Mellencamp would have written a song about it.
Possibly.
Wheat corn truck? I don't know.
Yeah.
Corn pool? I don't know.
Was that before or after the snipe hunt?
That's right. It was before the snipe hunt. I went on one of those once.
Just stay away from the cream corn. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I went on a snipe hunt and got herpes. It was weird. You wonder what you're kissing in the woods. Well, John, what are you doing with your life?
Doing with my life.
What are you up to is what he's trying to say. You have any shows coming up?
Oh yeah, well, let me think. What? Oh yeah, I've been playing at the Commodore Lounge here in Nashville, Tennessee, which is the one and only Holiday Inn where you can advance your entertainment career by playing at a Holiday Inn lounge.
Yep.
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 And well, let's see. I re-auditioned for the Bluebird Cafe. Still waiting to hear on that.
You know anybody on the inside?
Yeah,
Used to.
maybe.
I pulled all the strings I can.
And I'm kind of digging
That's
up.
why you're not dating.
I'm trying to dig up some venues around Nashville to do some stand-up comedy.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, they've got the Zanies has the lab thing now. What are they doing, Steve? Steve
I don't
also.
know. I'm in Scotland.
Steve
I'll
can
find
also
out when I
pull
get
some
home.
strings there.
You
He's
could-
I will be
open-
playing that again on September 9th. Mark your calendars, everybody. September 9th. Be back
Steve's
at
in
the lab
Scotland,
singing.
more for me.
You could open for Steve.
That would be a great idea.
yeah.
You know, I
You
think
get 1
you
minute.
should.
You can do 1 minute, and then I'll do 30 seconds, and we'll call it a night.
Yeah, they can
Really?
only throw so much crap at me in
Hey,
1 minute. So that's a
This
good
guy might have some help. It's Jeff Bodart. He's put him to sleep. Pass out.
Thank you, John.
idea.
He'll get you into Royal, John. It'll be great. All right. Thanks, John. Hi, Jeff. Sorry. We're all a little tired tonight. We apologize.
No, it's fine.
You look great. You look better than all of us.
Well, thanks. I showered today, so
Ah, well.
Oh, I should try that. That sounds like a good idea.
yeah, it's
I'm just in a bed of a truck in the water, so I'm not.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, no, they got water on these ships now, so
Oh yeah,
Nice.
I like your cabin. That ain't bad. Is that the bathroom there? What's behind you?
yeah, it's the bathroom right there, and you got the window. It's a square
Good to
window,
see.
not a porthole.
Oh, that's great. Oh wow, God. Oh,
Yes,
I'm a porthole fella.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
amazing. Oh, look at your little living room there too, and
Yeah,
your crap
yeah.
everywhere. Clean up.
Oh yeah.
So all right. Well,
Clean
Steve,
up.
what are you doing?
I'm going to play an intro, and then Jeff's going to give us 10 minutes of awesome stand-up. Here we go.
Fantastic.
For a big headliner, got some funny jokes to say. Oh, do a 10-minute set headliner. Man, I'm so glad that it's Monday.
Or Tuesday.
Yeah.
Jeff Bodart.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that intro. That's very nice. No, I do a lot of cruise ships now. My whole year is pretty much on cruise ships now, but I want to talk to you a little bit about what I tell them, and it's always a lot of fun. But I will tell you this though. I don't want to say that the last ship I was on was full of nothing but old people, but whoever's selling oxygen tanks is making a killing. I'm not saying they were on death's door, but they were certainly down the block. But there was one guy sold. He looked at the ocean and said, "I remember when this was all farmland."
What? What?
That's the internet. That's the internet connection right there. That's pretty sweet. It's like telling jokes in the Grand Canyon.
That's right.
But no, I do sign up. I sign up for the internet package all the time. It's great. It's the best in the world. Third world, but it's up there. It's way up there. Sometimes I think I accidentally sign up for the intermittent package. So, but it's okay. What I normally do is I start a movie on night one that I want to watch, and then by the time it's finished, buffering, I can watch it when I get home. So it's great. It works out real well for me. So, but I like I like the ships. I do a lot of people watching on the ships. That's always fun. And the best place to do that is the pool. I don't know what it is about a pool on a cruise ship as opposed to a public pool on land. I think around on land, people are like, you know what, I might see these people again. And on cruise ships, they just wear anything they want. They just do not care. I mean, some of them should wear a quilt. I'll say that, but I'm all for body positivity, but a little shame is okay. A little shame goes a long way. It's like garlic salt. It goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. But I don't know. I like I like the ships a lot. It's fun. But I will say this: I try to make a better living, Alan, and doing clubs. So I try to save some more money. But I will say this: why are there so many banks that start with the place they came in, like First National, First Federal, First Baptist, Fifth Third? Like, you hear that last one? Fifth Third, really? Who wants to bank at a financial institution who can't get out of third place? I mean, bring your money here. We've come in third place 5 times. At least we're consistent. Like, what are those board meetings like? How'd we do today? Third again. Damn it, Johnson, clean out your office. It just sounds weird. Fifth Third Bank, come to all 1,100 locations. I don't get it. Like, if I had the power and money, I'd open a bank called Fourth Second Runner Up Bank. I mean, it's still third, but at least it gives the illusion that it's better. Fourth Second Runner. Can't get a loan? Come on down to Fourth Second Runner Up Bank, where our building is shakier than your credit. Keep your money here, where the ATMs give you a receipt and an IOU. Like, I talked to my brother Chris about this. He's a teacher, and he said, that's actually an improper fraction. It would really be 1 2/3. And I'm like, it's a joke. It's not a fraction. And he's like, exactly, it's not. How are you this smart and dumb at the same time? I don't get that. But I do have I would say this. Speaking of my brother, I do have a good family. I don't know. We're related. I know that, but I found out I did that Ancestry.com. Maybe have you done the Ancestry? It's kind of fun. It's interesting. I liked it, and found out I'm 3% Jewish. I was like, oh, that's cool. I like that. And it makes sense. I'm circumcised, and then I got to thinking that's probably the 3% they took off when I was a baby. And because math isn't really my thing, I was like, wait, 3% of a whole baby? They took too much off. I don't know if they can reattach, but I will wait for that technology. I know they're probably not saving mine in a jar somewhere. I don't care. Give me a little black tip on there. I don't care. Help me out. Give me a little two-tone Louisville Slugger down there. But it's just, I do love my family. My brothers are great. My oldest brother is he played college basketball. Of course he did. What else are you gonna do? Just excel at everything. But my other brother, he played college baseball. Good for him. They're great. They're both married, great wives, kids. The perfect life. They know when they're getting paid next. What the hell does that feel like? They own land. They're just doing so well, and I am here. I'm happy to be here, but this is what an art degree gets you. Ta-da! This is it. This is all I can do. I can make fun of stuff. That's really about it. It's fine. I got to find some rope. I'll be all right. All right. That's probably a drop ceiling. I don't know. Thanks. I'm fine. I listen. I have a gun. I have several options when I get home. I don't know. And don't worry. I don't have a plan. I got an outline, but I don't have a plan. I I tell you this though, Zoloft is a hell of a drug. I do have I do have a good family. You know, they're great. You know, my brothers are still in pretty good shape. You know, I'm not. I joined a gym about 9 months ago, and I've actually lost about $135. It's the hell of a gym. They have an amazing grocery. That's how they get you. You know, I did that vegan diet for a little while, and by the way, I will say this: I've lost 50 pounds, which is great. I like, you know, but you know, when you lose 50 pounds, you think you've done something, but no, still fat. I'm not done yet. It's like I can't. Right? I can't go out and celebrate with a sheet cake. I want to, you know. You don't even know how many congratulations graduate cakes I wanted to buy. Holy cow. Right? You walk in a grocery store. Where you going with those half dozen cakes? Don't you worry about it. I don't know. I did that vegan diet for a little while. It's not bad. It's you know, you do lose weight, but you're just starving. I don't know if you guys know. On the vegan diet, you can't have any meat or dairy or sugar or salt or joy. Can't have any joy. I was eating salads 3 times a day, but I was shitting 7. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you put out. I don't know how you put out more than you take in. That's a hell of a backlog. But I that's a pun intended. But things change. You know, dating is harder. Your body changes after a while. It's just everything's harder as you get older. You know, I can't eat some of my favorite foods anymore because it hurts. Like my stomach hurts and my chest hurts. Everything's on fire now, head to toe, and I can't drink milk anymore. You know, because then I'll just start messing my pants up. That's a hell of a thing to find out in your 40s, right? You have to. You get up one morning, you have some cereal. You're like, you know. And then you're like an hour later, oh, what was that? That was not a regular fart. That was not a regular Raisin Bran fart. That was more bran than anything. Talk about coming in hot. That's like coming in and going out hot at the same time. You know, it's like I think that had some texture to it. Dagnabbit, I gotta get a new rug. You know, gotta get a new rug, and obviously some britches too. But that's fine. That's fine. I got some Kohl's cash left. I'll be just fine, you know, because you hit your 40s and you'll wake up and you find Kohl's cash everywhere, like Easter eggs. I don't know, but and I thought I was gassy before in my 20s. You know, that's, you don't know anything in your 20s, but you'll wake up in your 40s and your blanket's on the ceiling fan. You know, I didn't.
Wait till you get in your 60s.
Yeah, I know. You got to replace your doors every 6 months in your 60s, but you know, and I'm a side sleeper. Just banked it off the wall and got it up there. I don't know if I should crack a window. Like when a tornado comes, better crack a window, relieve the pressure in the room. I don't know. I'm no gastrometeorologist, but I told a buddy about it. He's like, "Why don't you sleep on your back?" Well, then I'm levitating. You know, then I think I'm haunted. You know, I don't know. I don't know how long I have. Let me can I do one last joke here? I don't know. I don't even know how long I've been on. I don't know. But I'm not very, like I was talking about the banks earlier. I'm really not good with money. I'm really not. I won $30,000 on a scratch off ticket in 2016. Yeah, that was a really good day. That was and I've been trying so hard to have that day again, but I'm just not good with money. And this is how bad I am with money. I got a call from my bank and they said, "Hey, Jeff, your account is outstanding." And I'm like, "Oh my God, thank you so much. That's really nice." I don't know if you're calling everybody, but that makes me feel pretty good. I got some new checks. That's probably what you're seeing. I got some mountains on there now. And frankly, they're gorgeous checks. And they go, "No, you were way off. You were out of money." I'm like, "That's impossible. I still have checks left. I'm just going to keep writing them." So thank you very much.
Cat Bodart.
So was this set a cry for help? You need somebody to come and
No, but the bank stuff was new.
Bank stuff was new? Do you know where?
Yeah.
Do you know why Fifth Third is called Fifth Third?
Because it was two different banks that want something about fifth and something about third, and they didn't want to call it 3/5 because it was too much of an alcohol reference.
No, it was on the corner of Fifth Avenue and Third Street. First.
Yeah.
Was it really?
In Cincinnati. Yeah, in Cincinnati, it was on the corner of Fifth Avenue and Third Street.
Okay, well, somebody told me the wrong history then, but that's
Yeah.
cool.
Because I have no money in that bank, so that was my bad.
Hey, Jeff, before you go,
Yeah.
we got some viewer mail that sort of has to do with you, and I just want to read this and see if we get some answers.
Okay.
It's from a guy, Matt Kincaid in Hagerstown, Maryland. Dear Steve and Brad, love the show. I get the feeling that Jeff Bodart and John Trentis are the same person. We never see them at the same time. Can you disprove or prove this? Love and kisses, Matt Kincaid. So here we go. There they are, both at the same time. Guys, can you wave at each other?
Well, look at that.
I think we solved that.
So, Jeff, you're pretty much the rest of the year on the ships, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm doing. I've got a show. Actually, I'm doing a special event in Columbus, Indiana, on October, I believe, 12th, and it is with a friend of mine. He's a magician, and the show is called "A Comedian and Magician Walk into a Theater."
Oh,
and
fantastic!
it's going to be really a lot of fun. It's at the Crump Theater in Columbus, Indiana.
Did you get rid of that little bar gig you had there in your town?
You know, they said a while back, oh, we got some more dates to you to book, and then all of a sudden they didn't get me any more dates to book. So, and now they just don't do the, which is weird because the shows were sold out every time. So I don't know what the problem was. Yeah,
me and because you had Patty and I did it, and we stayed in a and we stayed in a together. Patty and I stayed together in a little house there in Columbus, and
oh, that's lovely. It's a great gig. It was a great gig. So.
Yeah, and we did the show from that. We did the show from that apartment. It was fantastic. And Gwen Sunken worked with us. So
Gwen Sunkel.
Yeah, Gwen Sunkel. She'll be here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
she just won Indiana's funniest person.
Wow!
Oh, wonderful! I didn't know that. Good for her.
Yeah, she's a sweetie. We want Steve to come. Why couldn't you come? You were going to come, but you couldn't come. Why couldn't you come? I forgot. You don't remember?
Who, me?
No, Steve.
Me?
We wanted Steve to come stay in the house with us and just.
Yeah, for some reason I couldn't. I was busy trying to disprove that John and Jeff are the same person.
That's right. So good. Well, hey, you know
no
what?
longer have that excuse.
Yes, save the money. You should be. You're making enough money to save some money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's
absolutely.
the tattoo on your left arm?
Yeah, what's the tattoo?
What's that tattoo?
This one or
You
this
have
one?
two.
This one.
Conspiracy.
This one says "Try harder."
And
okay.
Okay.
Get a better tattoo.
And then and that one has a wand, and that one says "I make my own future," and that one is the Deathly Hallows. This is Elvis.
Nice.
This is Elvis again.
Elvis and the Deathly Hallows. That sounds like a
and I got Martin and Lewis over here. So
wow. This is a very good way to make sure you're not John Trentis because all of his are cats.
That's right.
just from behind.
Yes.
Yeah, don't even no.
All right. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Jeff.
This show, you want John back?
Yeah, I do want John back because it's a special night.
Yeah.
We're very excited. We don't get to do this very often. We don't have a lot of musicians who also want to try stand-up. And we have even fewer who, when they try it, actually get laughs. So John is in a very elite class here. So John, you know the deal. I got a stopwatch here. I don't have a way to actually cut you off like my bell. So when a minute is up, what am I gonna do? I think I'll throw tomatoes at the screen.
Is there an intro?
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Right, I'll roll the intro. You knock us out of here, Brad. Thank you very much. Here we go.
So you say you're a comedian wannabe, and you're willing to work for free. You're not a pro, so where can you go? Don't want to spend all night at an open mic. Try the Amateur Minute in our online show. If your is funny, we'll let you know. It's the Amateur Minute. Are you ready to go on the virtual comedy show? And we're not going to pay you. That's what amateur means.
Clock is started.
Go. So there's this disclaimer that you hear each and every night on the news lately. It goes something like, warning, the images you're about to see are disturbing. Really? What country do they think they're broadcasting to? We Americans live for disturbing. Like there's some guy in his living room going, Donna, avert your eyes. there's something disturbing coming on the TV. Now, in reality, Donna is out in the kitchen popping popcorn so that you can have a snack while you watch the disturbing stuff. I mean, think about it. Think about the last time you're driving down the highway, and there in the berm is a really bad car accident. Do you drive past it with your eyes straight ahead like a decent person? No! You rubberneck, try not to be too obvious about it. Wow, I bet that semi-driver didn't even know he hit that Mini Cooper. And you're looking, any blood? No. Any body parts or dead people? No. Boring.
Thank you, John.
There you go, John Trent.
That's perfect. Amazing how he just pinpoints a minute every single
I was
time.
gonna say, you know what? I gotta tell you, funny or not, that was exactly a freaking minute.
And it was funny. Gosh darn it.
It was cute.
Thank you, John.
We'll workshop that with some other.
We might. Who knows? If we care. Yeah. Time for the next thing. Let's do the next thing.
Oh yeah.
How about another dumb song from Steve for no reason?
Wait, who's up? Wait. Oh dang.
What? What's the matter?
Nothing.
Okay, good. I don't have a song, but you remember our friend Erica, who is the producer for our friend Keith, who's Banjo Man. Remember Banjo Man?
Wait, you're talking to me because
I'm
yes.
talking to you.
Well,
Yeah.
he's there, isn't he?
He's here. Yeah, he's kicking butt. He's got this banjo show and he's selling out, and he spent like $30,000 on advertising. He's not even trying to make a living at this, which is
Well, no. He donates all the money he makes because he's worth. He was the CEO of companies making 20-30 million a year.
Yeah, a petroleum company. So he's trying to do penance for poisoning the planet by playing his banjo. So Erica, his producer, wrote me the following review of my show. I can't go see their show. It's sold out. They have no seats for me. But she came to my show and she wrote, OMG, the show is a whirlwind of insane fun. From start to finish, Steve takes you on a ride that is wildly entertaining and also captivating as you see his genius at work. This show is fast, fun, colorful, and something I've never seen anywhere. Perfect fringe show. Go see it. You won't be sorry. Okay, that's it. Let's go on. It's time to beg for money.
That's fantastic. Oh no, I want to talk about Banjo Man for a second.
Okay.
Half his show is him saying, so then I was trying to get out and they offered me a job that paid 50 million a year. And then I was trying to get out and I got another job and they said this pays 70 million. I mean, you're like, oh, you poor son of a bitch.
It's not easy being him.
Yeah, although the cancer probably wasn't great, but okay, do that. Do the money.
Let's beg for money. Here we go.
Brad begs for money. Hey, we need your money. We don't charge a cover or a 2-drink minimum, so what did you expect, Jack?
Hi, everybody. We need you to go to virtualcomedyshow.com and give us money because we've just found out that Jeff Bodart doesn't know about banks. He doesn't know how a bank works. So we gotta get him some cash so we can learn about banks. Also, for John Trentis to work on writing the stand-up, get a partner. We also need you to go to virtualcomedyshow.com and donate all your money because of this lady right there, because she's going to be president and we pay all the new taxes, right? No. Can't do that. All the new, because we're going to be big corporations. She's wants to raise the tax to 28% on corporations. Dropped it to nothing. So go to Virtual Comedy Shop. Let's start that again. Go to virtualcomedyshow.com, click donate to the comedians, and we will take that money and not buy drugs. Okay, let's finish the show and go to bed because
time for the worst joke of the week.
Oh man, this is going to be bad.
Worst joke. Boo! That was the worst joke ever.
I'd like to apologize before I tell this joke. Here we go. A man flagged down a deputy because he needed help delivering he and his wife's baby. His wife was having a baby. The deputy took over and just like a doctor helped the baby be delivered from mama safely. The child is fine and the body cam footage is number 7 on Pornhub.
What'd you know?
Comedy show. We learned a lot of stuff we didn't need to know, like back to sleep, now Steve must go. And he's talking like Yoda because he's in Scotland. Fascinating, isn't it? We have at the Virtual Comedy Show. It's better than sitting home playing with your toes or going to the dump to watch stuff decompose. Keep coming back to the Virtual Comedy Show. We appreciate your support of the virtual comedy show with a budget of